Welcome to your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. I'm Nathan, and every week, my co-host and girlfriend Rachel and I discuss all things in the sports drama universe.
Sprinkled in with pop culture, we cover topics from Bravo to Brady and everything in between. So keep listening to find out more. Cheers.
Welcome to the 100 and Patrick Mahomes episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose. I'm Nathan. Sitting over here to my right is Miss Rachel Rooney Eden. Rachel, how art thou?
I'm good. How art thou?
Tremendous. It's Super Bowl week. Big week.
Yes, it's a big week this week for the NFL. Super Bowl week this week.
Always bittersweet because like it's the most important football game. It's the one you look forward to the most, obviously, as a football fan. But then it just means dark days are coming after this.
Oh, yes.
It means that it's going to be in the middle of May.
It means Sundays are back.
For you.
Yeah, Sundays are back for me. Well, honestly, it's like hard because it's like it's not like Sundays were really on because like I feel like I'm seeing it from a different lens. Like if your team, as in you, like YOU, if like your team's bad, like Sundays are kind of still here, you know? Like it's like important, but it's not as like we need to be glued our asses to the couch important. You know what I mean?
I don't think I missed a Patriots game all year.
No, you didn't, but like it wasn't as like intense as the years prior.
I wasn't as stressed.
Yeah, you weren't as like stressed out about watching like every single play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like you did. It's not that you didn't. It just, you know, are you picking up what I'm putting down here?
I am. It's not as tense. The expectations are lower, exactly. So it's more like laissez-faire.
Exactly.
We're watching it more relaxed.
Yeah, so like Sundays are back, which is like so nice. Like we don't have to like put football into our schedule like that at all. It's like honestly nice.
Why do you seem so excited? We have a sports drama podcast where like football is the number one sport in our country.
Okay, first of all, like we talk about so many different things. It's not that. It's just that sometimes it's nice to have like a little break from football. You know, like
it's gonna be a long break.
No, but sometimes it's nice to like have like other things to talk about, other things to dabble in. You know?
Yes, I understand.
But like yes, football like keeps the ball moving on certain topics on this very pod, but like it's not the one and only, you know?
No, I know, but then they're like, it's like the middle of June and all there is baseball.
Right, and then we'll get into baseball more. It was like so fun last year being in with the Yankees and all that stuff. Like maybe if your team was good enough to make it to the World Series, we would have something to talk about.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I don't know why you're coming out swinging today.
But
God forbid I say I'm sad that football is ending.
I know. I'm just joking. I am sad for you. But and I will miss like the football Sundays. Like there is part of me that will miss like knowing that we're going to be getting buffalo wings, you know what I mean? And knowing that I have to sit on the couch. Like, right. You know, I will miss some of those days.
Right. But not all of them.
No, but not all of them. Not all of them. But I'm very excited for the Super Bowl. I cannot believe it. Eagles and Chiefs. Yet again, the Eagles and the Chiefs.
Eagles and Chiefs, they met up 2 years ago. It's already been 2 years since they met.
Yeah. Who was in it last year? I forget. Chiefs and the who?
Oh, no. I mean, I looked this up earlier because I knew you were going to ask this question, and I'm completely blanking once.
Chiefs and the Rams?
No, not the Rams. Not the Rams.
Chiefs and the... You don't know who played in the Super Bowl last year?
I looked it up today.
Nathan, it was the Chiefs and the fucking Eagles. It was the Kelsey Bowl.
No, that's 2 years ago already.
I don't think so. Really?
49ers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Last week I was saying that it was a Kelsey Bowl last year.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you're right. It feels like it because that 49ers Super Bowl doesn't even feel like it happened.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all.
But now it's going to be the Chiefs and the Eagles again. And honestly, according to my TikTok page, a lot of girls have paid witches on Etsy to put a hex on the Kansas City Chiefs.
What does that mean?
What?
What does that mean?
So like people have found witches on Etsy to put a hex or like a curse on the Kansas City Chiefs so that they're not going to win. So I would honestly put your money on the Eagles.
Why?
I think they're fans of other people, like fans of perhaps other, maybe the Lions.
So these aren't Swifties.
No, these are not Swiftie girls. No. The people that are paying to get witches on Etsy are not Swifties. Yeah. So, but I have seen at least two girls on TikTok have paid the Etsy witch.
How do you validate a witch on Etsy?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm foreign to the concept. I've never had a witch on Etsy. I didn't even know you could get a witch on Etsy. I mean, I know that everyone's very crafty on Etsy. I just didn't know they'd be selling their witching ability. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm truly not familiar. But I'm assuming that you would look for things like, maybe like wizard cred or something it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, maybe if they were like, I've watched Harry Potter like 17 times in one sitting or something. Maybe like I was
born in Salem, Massachusetts.
Yeah, something like that. Yes. Yeah. Are you a witch?
No, I wasn't. I was born in Salem.
Yeah, that's what. Are you a witch? Are you trying to say you're a witch? I'm the one with the mystical powers over here.
Why? Why do you say that? I have mystical powers.
In my dreams.
Oh,
I told you.
Yeah. You are psychic.
Yeah, I am psychic. You have to admit that. I'm sorry?
Psychic.
Psychic or psychotic? It's only a few letters of a difference. Yeah. I mean, I'm both, and I'm proud to say. But yes, the witches on Etsy they've been paid, and they've been summoned, and I would definitely put your money on the Eagles.
So my question is, what if this witch gets a Kansas City Chiefs fan to pay them to put a X on or a hex onto the Eagles? Do they still accept that payment?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe the payment doesn't go through. Maybe the payment doesn't go through. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Things we have to get down to. Yeah, is brass tacks. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm truly not sure. So we'll have to keep our eyes and ears posted on if anyone else's witches are putting hexes on anyone else.
Are you excited for the big game?
I am. I'm excited for it. I'm definitely excited to like sit and watch it. I'm just like, I don't know what it is. Like, and obviously, like, honestly, the most I'm excited about is knowing that SZA is going to be coming out during the halftime.
You're gonna be dialed in.
So I will be dialed in for that 100%, and I will be watching the game fully. I'm just like, I don't know. This year's football season seemed off to me. Like, I'm ready to give it a go next year. Like, I just felt like I was like so not in the football this season. Yeah. Like, I'm ready for it to come back. Like, I'm ready for it to take some time off, take a breather from it, and then maybe be on a. You know what it is that I feel. What are you laughing at?
No.
Is this something I say funny?
No.
What is it?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Say it.
What is it?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Say it in the Irish brogue. Say it. What is it?
I don't know. Just maybe giggle how you were just like in mid thought, then like transferred to another thought. But I'm interested to hear what it is.
I just think
you're gripe with football.
I just think
so excited for it to be gone.
Yeah. I love the Cowboys. Okay. I love the Cowboys. I love CeeDee Lamb.
Yes.
I'm just like fully not bought into a team. Like, I love the Cowboys. Like, it's not that. And like when they play, like, it's like a form of nostalgia that I feel because I know that I love them deep down. But like, I want to root for another team. But
Patriots.
Like, I just don't know if the Patriots are that team.
The Patriots are that team.
Just because it's like, for so long, I feel like I was like, I'm Cowboys. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can't be the Patriots. It has to be something else. But then it's like, but now it's like, I wouldn't be able to watch anything but the Patriots. Like, I would never be like, put the game on. Like, if the Patriots were playing and like my other team was playing, like, you wouldn't put it on.
No, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
You'd have to watch it on your laptop or something.
Right, exactly. So, like, I don't know if I'm like that level of commitment out there,
Maybe this is something we can do. We can figure out who your team is.
I feel like I've tried this like a lot. Like, I feel like I've said this like a ton of times.
Yeah, it's like me with my college football teams. I switch every single year.
Yeah, I feel like
switch in the middle of the year.
And like, I would have honestly been like such a Lions fan if they had made it, but they didn't make it.
You know what you need to do?
What?
Next year, you put a bet on a team to win the Super Bowl, and then like that way you're financially tied to that team.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And then you really.
I'm gonna forget that I even had the fucking bet. I forget what I ate for dinner. We literally just had it 5 minutes ago.
We had Thai food.
Yeah, well, just
delicious.
Yeah.
I forget who played in the Super Bowl last year.
That's what I'm saying.
That's so embarrassing. I looked it up for that reason, and I just my brain fart.
It's
I'm
okay.
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
Maybe
I'm
you just
embarrassed.
you lose your train of thought when you're looking at
Yeah, because you're so beautiful and pretty and gorgeous and
Thank you.
delicious.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Make me sound like an appetizer. Well,
Some cheese fries, coconut shrimp.
What?
My coconut shrimp.
Did you just call me a cheese fry?
It's my favorite appetizer.
If you ever said I remind you of a cheese fry, I don't.
I was thinking about appetizers that I love.
Yeah, you were just Outback's on the brain. I could just tell over there.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll get it.
You already mentioned wings, and now it's coconut shrimp and cheese fries. What's next?
We
Ribs?
literally just ate.
Joey sirloin.
No. Okay. Well, we're back to talking about the Super Bowl. We're back to the Chiefs and the Eagles again. And we're back in New Orleans.
Back in New Orleans. 11th time it's been in New Orleans.
Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you know? Say it off the dome. I feel like there's some fast facts in the back of your head right now.
Most of them I said last week. It's just been the site of multiple historic games. One time, not too long ago, it was the 49ers versus the Ravens. The Hardball Bowl, both Hardball brothers with the coaches.
Okay.
The power went out.
In the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the game had to be delayed 15 minutes while they got the power back up and running.
In New Orleans?
Yep. Ray Lewis's last game.
Why did the power go out? Nobody knows?
Nobody knows. But it changed the momentum of the game because the 49ers were winning, and then the Ravens were able to settle down, regain focus and win the game.
Wow, it's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I feel like all of the New Orleans stuff is I'm ready for it to be somewhere else, I think.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like it's I don't feel like all these other places, do they do it in a warm place on purpose?
Yes. They try
do?
to. Yeah, the only time I was in a cold place, well, sometimes they do it in a cold place as long as they have a dome there. So they'll do it in Indianapolis sometimes.
They did it at MetLife Stadium.
That was the only time it was outdoor at a cold place. But it ended up being a very nice night. Ended up being the 50s that night somehow.
My sister worked that game.
Yeah. It was the Broncos and the Seahawks. The Seahawks Broncos won.
I don't know who won. Maybe the Seahawks. I'm not sure.
The Broncos won.
What a random team versing.
Yeah, but that's when Peyton Manning was on the Broncos.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. I had no idea.
Okay. Yeah, but they always do it in a warm place. But because of the parties, because of the festivities that surround the Super Bowl, they want people to be able to be outside and get around the city to
That makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense that wanting to do it in a warm place because it's if I'm paying all this money to go to an event with all of these things, I would want it to be in a warm place where I could just go outside and have it be nice and get a little tan. I would want to make it a vacation.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it's too cold, no one's gonna want to go outside and no one's gonna want to spend more money. But then
Exactly.
it's there'd be more money spending drunk inside at a bar.
But then they're just gonna go to Bourbon Street and drink. Bar to bar.
I wonder what the temperature is right there. Right now.
Want me to look it up?
Yeah, look up the temperature of New Orleans. And is it humid right now? I'm sure it probably is a little bit maybe because it's in the bayou, right?
Yeah, I expect it to be.
Swampy.
Yeah. Humidity is 82% there right now.
Oh my god, yeah. Wow, my hair would not be doing well.
At this point, at 7:45 at night, it is 71 degrees.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's
wow,
about
Louisiana's
mid-70s.
warm.
Mid-70s.
Louisiana's
Humid.
warm.
Yeah, I'd be sweating my balls off.
Yeah, you would be. Oh my god. These poor guys are going to be.
I have bayou ass.
Yeah, you would.
Bayou booty.
Yeah.
I would have bayou booty.
You would definitely have that bayou booty. Some alligator would come and chomp you up.
For real.
It'd be too slippery, though. It couldn't get you.
Nope. Back to the game itself, though. The Chiefs are going for a three-peat. They'll be the first team ever in NFL history to win 3 Super Bowls in a row. Does that interest you at all? Is that fascinating to you at all? Or do you think it's just oh, nice?
You know, it is interesting to think about because it's they have to really start over from zero and then get back to the end every year. But I don't know. This week, for whatever reason, I'm just I'm like
You have a lot of things going on, my love.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like I'm kind of also like over like I'm over the Chiefs.
Yeah,
you
that
know, like
happens.
I'm over it. Like I'm like okay, like can we just figure it out? Like I'm just glad that like and I appreciated them like trying to get all the ladies in for Taylor Swift last year. But like I'm very much over like all of that stuff at the moment, and like but I'm happy for them, and like I'll be happy. I'll be excited to see Taylor because it's like exciting things happening at the Super Bowl. You know, like who's there, who's who. She's there supporting her man. You know, all that stuff. But I'm just like, I don't know. It's like, it's too much of the same thing over and over and over again. Like, I'm ready to see something new. You know, like, I'm happy to see Saquon Barkley there. I'm happy to see that he left the Giants and now is, like, in a Super Bowl with the Eagles. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah.
you left literally one of the worst teams and now you're going to be in the Super Bowl.
You see, he threw Monday night was media night, and he threw shade at the Giants.
What'd he say?
So Jameis Winston was like,
Oh, I like him. What team is he on?
he was on the Cleveland Browns this past year, but now he's going to be a free agent. So he was at media day, going like I think it was Fox or some network hired him just to go be himself and ask questions to all the players. And he asked Saquon Barkley, he said, "Hey Saquon, I'm a free agent this year. Like any teams that you know of that need a quarterback that I could go to?" And he was like if you want to be a starter, you can go to the Giants. Like I know that they need a quarterback.
Who is the Giants quarterback this year?
They started off with Daniel Jones, and then they got rid of him in the middle of the year, if you remember. And then they bounced around from DeVito to Drew Lock to they're gonna draft probably Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward in the draft.
So they won't be asking for Jameis?
They might.
Okay.
But they might draft a guy and then like sign Jameis to be like what Jacoby Brissett was at the beginning of this year. You know what I mean?
No, Jacoby Brissett too again.
He would like start off as a Patriots starting quarterback while Drake May was getting ready.
Yes.
So they might do something like that with Jameis.
Sorry, there's just so many names sometimes. Like
Yeah, no,
I
you're good.
forget
Hey,
who's
we're
who.
here. You're
Yeah.
fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Now with your expert quarterback guru knowledge,
Yes, thank you.
do you think that if Mahomes wins this game, he puts himself in the conversation to be compared to Tom Brady as one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time?
I wouldn't say he's the greatest of all time because I think that like what I've talked to you about or what I've heard like with the Tom Brady stuff or other quarterbacks, like I just don't feel like he's been in the league long enough, you know, where it's like you can say that he's the greatest, but like he's definitely one of the greatest, but I don't know if you could say he's the greatest.
Gotcha.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's one of the greats, like, for sure, to say that he can do that. Like, the fact that he can do that 3 times in a row, if he can do it 3 times in a row, even just doing it 2 times in a row and getting to the Super Bowl for the 3rd time, like, that's crazy. And that is, like, a big testament to him and, like, the team and all of that stuff. But, like, I don't think that you can say he's the greatest yet because it's like think about when Tom Brady, like when you're saying like he's like the greatest, right? Like think about before he came back and won those because didn't he have a break?
Yeah, he won 3 Super Bowls and then there was 10 years between them winning the 3rd and then winning the 4th.
Right. So like think about if you were saying he was the greatest then, like before he won the other ones, like it's not even half of the stuff that he's done.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like I think he's one of the greats, but I don't think he's the great. In addition to, I just don't think that there's I don't think that there's anyone like truly like I don't think that there's anyone that's kind of like competing like them, which is kind of weird, which is like
The Chiefs?
Yeah, like that's why I kind of think that like they're in like kind of a league of their own because they're so good, but because like I don't think that anyone is truly competing like them in the league right now. Not that I know literally anything about anything because I didn't really watch that much football this year, but I'm saying like they did like what 16-1, like they won like so many games in the regular season and like lost like what 1 game or whatever, and like no one was talking about it, but it's also because it's like because no one else is competing with them.
Yeah, they're like the conversation I was talking about this, I may have mentioned on the podcast, but I was definitely talking about it with like my friends I think I was talking about with Ty the other day, and it's like it's very interesting because it reminds me of when like the Patriots were in their heyday and winning like multiple Super Bowls in a short time frame, never 3 in a row, but like winning multiple Super Bowls in a short amount of time. And it's like it's funny how when you're at the number one team, you're not the main talking point. It's like everyone else to see like who can actually get you off the pedestal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who can who could take the crown from you?
Right.
But yeah, and I think that's like they talk more about even leading up to the Super Bowl, they talk more about the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones and his glory holes on ESPN than they do about the Chiefs. I think it's also the big problem is like the ESPNs of the world, and I think that's why like they're dying as the
and that the
sports
double
media.
dose is being is so well ranked.
Exactly. No, without a doubt, is because like they just talk about the same shit. Oh
my God, it's so annoying.
Over. Like I can't watch First Take. I can't watch Get Up anymore.
No,
like
any of those football shows that they have on, it's like honestly, like it's nauseating. Like there's not that much to talk about and say. Like there's only so many ways in the grossest way that people say, but like there's only so many ways you can skin a cat. That's what they say, right? Mm-hmm, which is like literally so fucking wrong, but I don't even know what else to say. Peel an apple, I don't know. There's so many ways that you can do it that it's like after a while, it's like, are you? It's like you're just trying to fill up space and air. Like it doesn't need, like you don't really have to say that much more about it. But it's like they dissect everything where it's like it doesn't make it fun anymore. You know, like it doesn't. Like even when I used to if I watch like recaps of stuff, like say like some of my favorite reality shows, like way back when Bachelor days, when I used to watch that, like when I used to listen to like the recaps of it, like I could listen to like an hour or so recap of like the show, and then like that's it, it's done. And like even sometimes I'm like I don't even want to listen to it. It's just like sometimes you want to hear to like see people's others' point of view if they agree with you or not, you know. But like you're not listening for like all the other
new information.
Like you're not listening for new information. New information I feel like really comes out of that. Just like people fucking chatterbox. I don't know.
No, I agree with you. It's like you get more information from watching the game than you do like listening to Get Up in the morning.
Right.
Like same thing, you get more information from watching Real Housewives rather than listening to the Vial Files or something like that.
100%.
You put some figures down here. You were talking.
Yeah, I did. So, apparently, according to Forbes, okay, this is where I got this big article. Excuse me. I got a couple of fast facts. Okay,
Perfect.
So apparently, Forbes has said that the winners and the losers of the Super Bowl, this is how much money that they're gonna make. So if you win the Super Bowl, per player on the team, or per player of the organization, whatever, it says per man, is $171,000. So if you win, you get $171,000. If you lose, you get $96,000. That's still a lot of money. You just get double if you win.
Makes sense.
It's pretty crazy. With 6 days, right, before kickoff, 5 days before kickoff, really, the cheapest ticket can be found on Ticketmaster, and I looked it up on Ticketmaster to see because it was actually cheaper than what they had put because I was like, no way, is this real? On Ticketmaster, the cheapest ticket to get, and there are a lot of tickets left still, is $3,102. How much was it when you went to the
$3,000?
And how long ago?
The ticket itself was $1,500.
Okay.
Or $1,800.
But with fees.
But they added double on with the fees.
Oh, I'm sure when I had wrote it said with fees like somewhere around the 4s. So I'm assuming it. Excuse me, it'd probably be high 3s, low 4s.
Yeah.
Excuse me. My throat. Let me clear my throat.
And since you're asking, this is actually the jersey I wore at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that's why you wore it today.
That's why I wore it today, and it was actually the Tom Brady's 4th Super Bowl win. So it's what Mahomes is trying to achieve.
And it's kind of crazy considering it's the Patrick Mahomes episode.
Right, and Tom Brady will be calling the game for Fox.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear Tom Brady call a Super Bowl. I feel like it's going to be cute. Mm-hmm. Good for him. But yeah, $3,100 is not that much money for a Super Bowl ticket. I'm sorry. Like, what's going on? Are not a lot of people going? Like, I'm confused.
No, they're going. It's just not as much as it would be in like Los Angeles, because like Los Angeles is a more desirable place to be. You know what I mean?
But still the Super Bowl.
Still a Super Bowl, absolutely.
Like, that's just so crazy to me. That's like, and I'm not saying that $3,000 is not a lot of money. It is, but it's like the World Series tickets were going for that much.
Yes.
So, like, this is a Super Bowl. Make it make sense. Something, the math's not mathing. But
I mean, I get what you're saying. I guess I don't have the, like, correct answer for you as to, like, why it fluctuates from year to year. It really just depends on, like, the city, the demographics in that city, because I think a certain amount of, like, tickets are sold to that city, like,
Yeah.
the fans in that city, and I think that, like, so, like, the local demographics and, like...
yeah, I don't think they care about the local demographics, I won't lie.
But that impacts the price of a ticket.
Well, if you're talking about all demographics, nationwide demographics, I'll tell you about pricing that they're going for.
Okay.
So for the Super Bowl 59, otherwise known as Super Bowl LIX in Roman numerals here, 113.7 million people estimated will either host or attend a Super Bowl party. Another 17.8 million people plan to watch the game at a bar or restaurant. The survey that's found total consumer spending on food, drinks, apparel, decorations, etc., okay, for the Super Bowl is $18.6 billion.
$18.6 billion.
So the Super Bowl LIX is supposed to bring in $18.6 billion. That is fucking insane. And they're also basing this off of comparison to the survey from last year, which was $17.3 billion. And that's just what they're, like, estimating. That is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Billions of dollars it brings. Like, that is so crazy. Like, I wonder how much it brings to, like, Louisiana, like, New Orleans.
Crazy amount.
People probably want to have it, right? Because it brings in a lot of money.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt. And, like...
But wouldn't you think that they would want to have it in LA? I guess they didn't know about all the things going on.
They rotate.
Yeah. I get it.
But, like, yeah, that's one thing I noticed when I did go to the Super Bowl is that it's so... it was the most commercialized event. It's like walking through Times Square the entire week.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? It's just marketing thing, like, after marketing thing, and, like, it's just so corporate.
Yeah.
That, like, you forget that there's a game going on. Like, you forget that there's going to be a game.
Right.
Like, even, like, when I went to the Super Bowl, it was in Arizona, and they had, like, a whole perimeter around the stadium the day of the game with, like, activities around the stadium. Like, and I'm not saying, like, one little beer tent or whatever. It's, like, this American Express, like, a party bar, and then... you walk down a little further, it's like the Budweiser concert. You have, like, country singers singing there. Then you walk a little further.
And it's free?
Yeah, if you have a ticket. Like, you have to get, like, your ticket gets you into that. Like, the...
Your Super Bowl ticket?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so your Super Bowl ticket kind of, like, pays for, like, a lot more events than just a Super Bowl.
The day of the game, yes. The day of the game, you pretty much get, like, you can get access to anything going on around the stadium.
That's pretty nice, though.
Yeah.
I wonder if you have to pay now, though. What do you think?
No. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Because it's also a...
That's nice, though, because it's like an all-day event.
It's also, like, a security thing where it's, like, the...
Once you're in, you're in.
You're in, but, like, it pushes the security checkpoints away from the stadium. So if there is any security concerns, it's, like, at least, like, 100 yards away from the stadium because there's so much shit going on around the perimeter of the stadium itself.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
I'm sure, like, it's only Super Bowl I've been to, so I'm sure it's kind of different with every city.
Right.
Depending on, like, the setup of the stadium and everything, but that's the way it was from my experience.
Damn. Well, and in addition, my last and final, not only are they forecasting that the Americans are going to spend $18.6 billion, right?
The Americans.
Or, yeah, I don't know why I just said Americans. There's nowhere here. It just says people that
Red,
are watching it.
White, and blue.
No,
all right?
literally like
Red, white, and blue.
It's so weird that I just said that. Like, I sounded so, like, hosty.
I love it.
Americans. Well, regardless. There's also gambling that's going on.
Big time
gambling. And in last year's Super Bowl, the American Gambling Association estimated 68 million Americans wagered over $23 billion on the game. So there's probably going to be around like the same amount of money. And this is just on gambling. They're gambling more money than everyone else is paying for the decorations, the food, the drinks, everything, the events.
Oh, so you're going to be more. Gambling gets bigger and bigger every single year. It's
crazy.
Oh, yeah. Remember when I was working for MGM, I worked the Super Bowl night? And like the amount of bets that were coming in were crazy throughout the night.
I may have blacked that out in my head.
Really?
Yes.
It was just me, you, and Sarah. We were just sitting here, and I turned the table. We made French fries, and she brought Shake Shack burgers.
Oh my God, this sounds like amazing. What Super Bowl was this?
I think Eagles.
The Kelsey Bowl?
Yeah, I think it was the Kelsey Bowl, if not like before that.
Wow. Oh my God, I literally don't remember this at all. How fun is this?
It was a ton of fun.
Oh my God, Shake Shack. I hope to have Shake Shack on the Super Bowl day. You're a big Shake Shack fan.
I fucking...
Oh my God, I meant to tell you
Shake Shack.
that the Five Guys or whatever on 2nd Avenue, they took down everything that says coming soon and everything's already on the inside and they're wiping down the windows. Everything's already on the inside.
Don't do this to me.
I meant to send you a picture of it. I completely forgot. They took down all of the scaffolding on the outside and there was literally workers on the inside. Like it literally says
so
coming
excited.
soon, but like, I mean, it must be soon. The bag of peanuts were in there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So like, I think it's probably going to open this week.
I love that.
What day is it? Tuesday? It's definitely going to open this week.
I'm going to walk past that tomorrow.
No, like 100% you should.
And then like, I think it'd be a good opportunity for you to try Five Guys again because they're new. So it's going to be, everything's going to be fresh.
I threw up when I ate it.
But the thing is, it's like, Shake Shack is more gross than Five Guys.
Okay, like don't fucking disrespect Shake Shack. Like
Shake
that.
Shack is more gross than Five Guys.
No,
you walk past. You're two.
Five Guys
you're
is
two
that
blocks.
Peanut
Excuse me.
oil. I just like don't like it.
It's healthier for you
No, it's not.
than whatever Shake Shack uses. Yes,
Seed oils aren't good for you.
You walk.
They cause inflammation.
You're 2 blocks away from Shake Shack. And you can smell their exhaust.
Okay, you don't smell the exhaust. You smell the beauty and grease that is Shake Shack. Whenever I walk past Shake Shack, it's literally like heaven on the nose. Heaven on the tips of the... I'm like, oh my God. It's a titillating experience, as people say. It smells so fucking good.
I think that...
Yeah, Shake Shack.
I think that you don't understand how wrong you are here.
No, I don't think that I'm wrong at all. Five Guys is gross, and I throw up when I eat it.
It's another one of those things where we have to get a poll up, and I always say we have to get a poll up, and I never put the poll up.
Yeah, you have to fucking put the polls up. You always say to put the poll up.
Got a pen?
Yeah, we have a pen. We always have a pen here.
Pen?
You have to twist it. You have to twist it. Yeah.
Fancy.
I meant to tell you about it. That's what we got from the Atelier. That's from, I think, from the Atelier.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Tell people about the Atelier while I put them down my note.
The Atelier was the first vacation that Nathan and I went to many, many moons ago. It was in Mexico, and it's honestly so amazing in there. It's an all-inclusive resort, but we had a swim-out pool. Like literally walked out of our room into the pool. It was absolutely amazing. Like it was just, it was like
it did get creepy at times though because it was connected to everybody else's swim-out pool. Like you had your own pool, but then you could like go over the ridge and you'd be in like the pool that like connects to the other ones.
Yeah.
And sometimes there were some like creepy people that would like walk by in the middle of the day, like walking through the pool and like look into like your.
Yeah, I guess, but whatever.
I will say it was the nicest hotel room I've ever stayed in my life.
No, it wasn't.
What was nicer?
That was the nicest hotel room we've ever stayed in?
Hell yeah.
I guess it was probably
had that big tub in the middle?
Yes, it was
not in the
really
middle, but
nice. Yeah. That we like don't use. It's just nice to know that there's a big ass fucking tub
biggest
in there.
shower ever. The shower is literally bigger than our own bathroom right now.
That shower is bigger than our bedroom. The shower's probably as big as our apartment. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. It was so nice there. It really was.
It was awesome. We got a 7-course meal at one of the restaurants.
Yeah, you're right. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good time.
It was a great time.
And we're gearing up for our vacation soon.
Who wants to go to the Marriott St. Kitts?
May.
So speaking of gambling, are you going to put down any bets?
I don't know. I'll probably put one for like the Eagles to win or something stupid, but
Okay. There is really no spread on the game right now. The spread's current. I just checked right now while you were talking. The spread is like a 0.5 point.
that who's gonna win?
The Eagles are slightly favored by a 0.5 point.
Wow, Wow! Can you imagine?
But that is going to change come game time. Either they're going to become bigger favorites or they're going to become the under. Like, that line will move at some point in favor of one team or the other.
Why?
That's just because the line moves based on the bets that come in. So, like, let's say people start betting on...
So no one's really betting right now. So if you were to place a bet, like, today's a good day to place it?
Yes.
Maybe after this, I'll put my $5 down. I don't really want to bet. What? Why are you looking at me like that? $5 isn't going to get me anywhere, you're thinking?
No. I was just thinking, like... I was trying to think of, like, different bets that you could put down that, like, aren't, like, one team or the other.
Oh, like a parlay?
I don't like parlays.
Okay, whatever. I like parlays because it's like if you put $5 down, you can win like 17,000 or something.
Right.
Those are my favorite.
But like, so difficult to hit.
Whatever. But during the Super Bowl, like we spoke about, you know, we and the bets and all of that stuff, we have some prop bets going. What's a prop bet? A proposition? Okay.
Just like, yeah.
Some fun bets to go on. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Name them.
Name them. So these
Name
are
them. Name them. Name them. Name her. Name her. Who said that?
Beverly Hills. Sutton.
Yeah, that's right.
Name
them.
Name them.
Name them.
Sutton might be my least favorite housewife of all the housewives. It's either her.
No.
Teresa.
Adriana from Miami.
Yes, my fellow Brazilian. She sucks.
She's she's
Larsa Pippen.
Oh my God, Larsa was the worst.
Shout out, Mike.
Bryn.
We haven't watched enough of. Yeah, we don't like her as it is. But we haven't watched. We're not caught up on New York.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah, there's more than Sutton. Like Sutton's like she's annoying, but it's like I'm not. She does not bother me in the same way that some of these other people irk me. Like for real. Like some of these people get under my skin.
Anyways.
Speaking of Larsa Pippen's ex-boyfriend, Marcus Jordan, don't know if you know, Michael Jordan's son got arrested with a DUI and cocaine possession in Miami.
And resisting arrest.
Yeah, and resisting arrest. His mugshot is like fucking creepy.
His mugshot's crazy because his glasses aren't like on his face still, but it's like stuck up, like it's stuck in his hair up here. And it's like they're like not latched onto his ears.
Yeah, because he's high as fuck, so he doesn't need to see. He's already in fucking La La Land. He knows what's going on before it even hits him. He's all like coked out.
Definitely.
Freak.
Back to the prop bets.
Yeah, sorry.
So some fun prop bets for you revolve around the festivities around the Super Bowl rather than the game itself.
Super Bowl LIX.
Yes. So you can always bet on the coin toss, heads or tails.
Okay.
That's always there for you.
That's always fun.
It's always fun. You can do halftime show. The halftime performer is Kendrick Lamar. As you said, they already announced that he'll have a special guest with SZA, but you can bet on if there's going to be another special guest and who that will be.
Oh, that's exciting.
So on that list is Baby Keem. Don't know who that is.
Me either.
But people expect that Baby Keem. Even know if it's a man or a woman. It's plus 110. Lil Wayne's plus 164.
Can you imagine they bring Lil Wayne?
Future,
I can't
Metro
imagine.
Boomin, J-Rock. You can bet what...
I can't imagine Kendrick Lamar brings up Lil Wayne because I feel like Lil Wayne would feel like actually disrespected.
Yeah, I don't think Lil Wayne's showing up. Unless they give him a bag.
Yeah, but you don't get paid for the Super Bowl halftime performance as we've discussed before. So
Right, but maybe
because Kendrick Lamar's a Grammy winner now with like the hottest song, top song, whatever, Not Like Us, which is so fucking crazy that won a Grammy.
I'll be honest. I agree. Like I don't like I understand like lyrically like he's very creative, but like I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar and like bop. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make me feel any. His music doesn't make me feel anything.
It's just kind of crazy that it's like they made that the song of the year, and then like when he went up to accept, I mean the entire track is a diss track, but then it's like when he went up to go accept the Grammy itself, like they played like literally like the biggest part of like the diss track, like you would like for everyone else to sing like while he goes up and accepts it. Like I feel like Drake is probably like
what does the music industry have against Drake right now?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's just all bizarre.
Do you think it bothers Drake? Has to.
Of course it does. Oh my God. I don't know if he said anything, but of course it does. Like, he's gonna win him a Grammy for that song. Can you imagine? Like, your fucking enemy or whatever writes a song, a diss track about you, and then wins a Grammy for it. I feel like feels so disrespectful.
Wasn't
by
even
the
the
Grammys.
best. It wasn't even the best song that Kendrick Lamar had in that battle.
Give me another song that you think would have been better for
BBL Drizzy.
Song of what?
BBL Drizzy.
You think BBL Drizzy?
If they're gonna pick a Kendrick Lamar diss track song,
BBL Drizzy.
Bang.
yeah. Can you
I'm a
imagine?
Drake guy. I'm Team
and the
Drake.
Grammy for Song of the Year goes to BBL Drizzy, Kendrick Lamar.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
But my personal Grammy winner.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Song of the Year.
I don't know. Just like the 49ers, I can't think of one song right now.
You're giving a blank.
What would yours be?
No, I'm blanking too.
Yeah, all right. We're going to go back to Kendrick Lamar's halftime show.
100%.
Different bets. So you can actually bet if that song is going to be his first song.
It definitely won't be.
No?
No.
Humble is another song of his that I do not know. It's plus 160, and then King Kunta is plus 430.
Reminds me of when we played Scrabble this past weekend. That song.
And then I guess the most popular bet this year for the halftime show is you can bet the amount of songs he's going to perform. And so they have that at 10.5. So in recent years, it has ranged from 9 songs, which happened in 2021, to 15 songs in 2020. Last year's show had 10 songs, so they're putting the line right at where it was last year.
They know what they're doing with these fucking bets. It's so annoying. Because it's like sometimes you just want to like feel like you're going to win. You know what I mean?
Right. But you know that they know something you don't.
I know. It's like annoying.
The other thing you can bet is the national anthem, which is going to be sung by John Batiste. Don't know who that is.
John Baptiste.
So you can bet how long the national anthem is going to be. It's at 120 seconds.
Last year was Reba. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and she rushed it at the end.
You were not happy about that. No, you were not happy about that.
Reba's my girl.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
You know how she got her start in singing? She used to do the national anthem at rodeos.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In Oklahoma. And then it's like some like music producer
You think that she rushed it at the end there?
I don't know. We're all I know is that we had it locked up, and then she changed something.
Yeah, I know. She changed the tune. She changed the beat. She went fast tempo for sure or something. I know. You're
I'm gonna bet it again this year though.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. We'll make sure it's very fast.
Other fun bets are what Gatorade color will be poured onto the winning coach.
And honestly, the more I think about this, like I love Gatorade so much. Like,
what's your favorite Gatorade?
Blue, of course. There is no competition.
That's plus 600.
Yeah. It is crazy that there's no green, like no green apple or something like
Green's
that.
Green's there.
Oh, yellow and green.
They're tied for 200.
What is green? Is it green apple? Am I crazy? I've never seen a green Gatorade.
I don't know.
The more I think of it, because I was thinking about the Gatorade color, and I was like, how did this like tradition start of like pouring the Gatorade and stuff? I'm like, they must be so cold and wet after. They must like feel so sticky,
yeah,
you know?
They're high on life.
But like, there is no greater feeling, I feel like, than having an entire carton or jug of Gatorade poured on you. Like, I would be in my glory. No, literally, if it was blue Gatorade, I would literally sit under it. I love blue Gatorade. I love the Unwell drinks. I won't lie. Like, those drinks are fucking fire. And they are better than Gatorade to me, but like, they're also does not beat like you're hungover, you're feeling hungry, you want a bagel or something in the morning. Like, a fucking cold blue Gatorade, there's nothing like it. And there's no other color, and no one can fight me on that. Like, you're just like, you're wrong, and like you're not gonna change my opinion. Like, when you like orange or whatever, like, no,
I love orange.
No, it's or like no, any other color, it's wrong. It's just wrong. It's blue, and that's it. There's no other color than blue.
Blue's awesome. Orange is also awesome.
No,
it's just really those two for me.
Yeah, it's just blue for me.
G2 or just regular Gatorade?
I don't know. I just grabbed the shape that I know.
Okay.
You know, the shape of the bottle. I'm in love with the shape of you.
if you're going to bet one color,
I'll do yellow green.
yellow or green. They're separate.
Green because that's what I'm sure the Eagles are drinking, right?
Or maybe they're drinking yellow.
Okay, so yellow green. Something in that shade, in that hue.
Okay.
What about you?
Purple's the favorite right now because that's what Kansas City has used the last 2 years.
Purple's like, first of all, are people drinking purple Gatorade? Like,
I haven't had purple Gatorade in a long
crazy.
time, but
I've never had it.
I haven't had it in a long time. I don't remember liking it, but I've been hearing purple Gatorade a lot lately. They were talking about it on Bus with the Boys and everything.
No, not for me.
No. I like this one. Will the first play be a run or a pass? That's always fun.
Run.
You think so?
I think so.
I think so too.
Thank you.
Should we bet that?
Sure.
The double dose special.
Yeah, double dose special. It's gonna be a run.
And then another fun one: Will Taylor Swift be shown during the national anthem on TV?
Yes, of course. Are you kidding? She's gonna
That's
be
plus 350. The books say no right now.
Yeah, she will be shown. Of course, she will be shown. It's like a minute and a half. They're gonna be spanning everything. They're gonna show her in the stands.
I mean, over under is 120.
If they can find her,
they'll find her. They'll know exactly where she is.
Yeah. They'll know where she's sitting.
And then another random thing I wanted to mention from Media Day that I really enjoyed, I really loved, is DeAndre Hopkins. He's star wide receiver, traded from the Tennessee Titans to the Kansas City Chiefs in the middle of the season. He was playing in his first Super Bowl. So, obviously, as you know, the people have been missing your best dressed of the week. I think that's part of the reason why you weren't into football this year is because you didn't do those, and people miss those. People need those back. People are dying for those, itching for them. They need them. Yeah, I need them. Name them. We need them. But some fashion reporter was at Media Day and was asking, like, what are you guys going to wear to each person? So when he got to DeAndre Hopkins' podium, he asked DeAndre, like, what are you going to wear walking into the Super Bowl? And DeAndre Hopkins explained a story about how his dad passed away in 1992, and that his dad didn't leave him much because he didn't have much to leave. But one of the few things that he left DeAndre specifically was a mink coat,
which is baller.
And he always said that he was either going to wear that mink coat at one of two events, whichever happened first, his wedding or walking into the Super Bowl.
Damn.
And he's not married, so he's wearing this mink coat that his father left him to the Super Bowl. And I think that is sick.
Iconic.
I
talk about, like, literally living your dreams and manifesting your dreams. Like, that is literally amazing. And, like, I love that. And I love how much thought and everything that goes into those things, because it's, like, it's so true. Like, if any of those players are going to sit there and tell me that they don't care about what they wear going into the Super Bowl, you're literally lying to me. And anyone that says that, you're lying. Like, you are absolutely lying. Like, this is one of the biggest days of your entire career, whatever. Like, you're thinking in your head, like, what am I going to wear going into it? Like, what am I going to put on my body? You know, like, I love that. That's unbelievable. I can't wait to see all the fits. I can't wait to see what all of these men, you know, think up in their cuckoo little brains, you know, or what their stylists think about. Like, that really embodies them and shows, like, who they are and what they wear when they, you know, walk out from wherever transportation they're taking into the Super Bowl. I'm very excited.
The biggest game of their lives.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be fun to watch.
And so before we move on from the Super Bowl, let me get your Super Bowl prediction right now. Give me the winner and the score.
The Eagles win. It's going to be 17-21.
Wow. Lower scoring.
I think so.
I think it's going to be lower scoring as well.
What do you think?
I think the Chiefs win. I think the Chiefs get the three-peat. I'm going to put it.
Okay.
I think the Chiefs get the three-peat, and I think that they win. I guess I don't even think it's gonna be that low scoring. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be higher scoring. I think it's gonna be 31-28.
Ooh.
Chiefs.
Okay, girl. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Let's move on from the Super Bowl. Good luck to everyone's favorite team for the Super Bowl, LIX. LIX.
Moving on from the Super Bowl, it was supposed to be our only topic of the episode. It's our Super Bowl episode, obviously.
Yes.
However, there was some big breaking news in the NBA this past week. Big breaking news. One of the NBA's youngest stars, most world-renowned stars, Luka Doncic, was traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis. And there was a couple of other pieces in the trade, but that's the gist of it. Those two main pieces, they trade places. And so now Luka Doncic is with the Lakers rather than the Dallas Mavericks. Let me remind you that Luka led the Dallas Mavericks to the NBA Finals last year, and a lot of people thought that they were going to win the NBA Finals against my Boston Celtics. They ended up falling short, but that's why it's one of the reasons why it's so interesting is that he literally led the team just a few wins away from the NBA championship. So it's shocking to people that they would be going in another direction so soon after that.
I just feel like I'm so confused about this trade or whatever. We were talking about trades last week and like how sudden and weird they are. So it's weird that like such a big and sudden trade happened soon after. I mean, that's just on manifestation, for us, like knowing in the pod. But what I don't understand is like what I know that Luka Doncic or whatever is a big and good player, but like why is this such a big deal? I just don't understand.
Think about if Jason Tatum just gets traded from the Celtics tomorrow. That's huge.
Right, but like why were the Mavericks trading him?
Multiple layers to that question. One major layer is that he, after next season, and he was actually eligible for it this upcoming season, but they didn't have to give it to him. He's eligible for a super max contract extension. So to be eligible for a super max, you have to be with your current team for at least 3 years.
What's a super max?
It's where the team can pay a player above the salary cap, and he can account for 35% of the team's total salary cap.
Okay.
So his deal would have been about 5 years, $535 million.
Why do you know that?
Because it's already calculated based on where the salary cap's going to be next year.
Okay, so it's like estimated.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also based on like, it's not exactly just that. It's also like based on a raise of what he would get from his current contract situation. So like, NBA is very organized like that, where it's slotted like that, where you can make those estimations. That's how they knew that Tatum's contract was going to be between $315 and $318 million.
Okay.
Before it even was announced, because like that's where his like window was based on what he was making before, where the salary cap's going to be this year, and based on where the Celtics salary cap their payroll currently is.
Okay.
So based on those factors for the Mavericks, that's where they were going to be for him. So basically what the team is saying, in my perspective, is that they don't want to commit to him long term like that. They don't believe that that's a smart investment for them.
Yeah, like that's like a little. I feel like the Mavericks, like they should just be happy that they were even in that place with him to begin with. It feels like they don't know how to operate a team, right? Because like, why would they get rid of him? I don't understand. Like if they love him so much and all these things, like I'm just.
Yeah. Mark Cuban was on record for saying that he would picture himself getting a divorce before trading Luka Doncic, and he's no longer the like majority owner of the Dallas Mavericks, but he is part of like the decision making team still.
So is he like upset?
Luka?
Mark Cuban?
He hasn't really said anything.
Like I'm just like confused. Like what? Like it just feels like so big. Or like whatever. Like you're saying, if it's like a Jason Tatum of sorts, like it's just like so random. Like why would they do that? Like why wouldn't they wait another year?
Because those negotiations would have started this upcoming year.
Okay, and like, so what do you think about it?
What do I think about it? I think that it's first that part, they don't want to commit to him. I think another part of it is that he's been injured this year, and they're sick of his injuries. They're sick of him. A lot of people say that Luka Doncic is out of shape, and he's just
Who
not.
is the one
and,
that I'm thinking of? Is he the one that's like, I don't care where I'm going, I want to go back home to like my lambs?
That's Nikola Jokic. He plays for the Denver Nuggets. He's won a couple of championships himself.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking
But
of.
they're very similar. They're Eastern Europeans, very similar, like mindsets. Eastern Europeans, where like, they're great at basketball, but like a lot of people question whether they're committed to basketball. To Nikola Jokic, he's just so good it doesn't even matter. Like people don't question anymore because he's already accomplished everything.
Right.
But Luka's different because he's younger and because like he hasn't won a championship or he hasn't won an MVP. So like still has more to prove.
Right, but he's like still younger, so like he has to be able to. Like he's only how old is he? Isn't they said he's 25, right?
Yes.
So it's like he has to be able to fucking win these things.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like it's just like how the conversation with Tatum has changed. Tatum's like 27, right? 26, 27. And he just won his first championship. And like basketball, when you're a superstar in the NBA, like basketball media and the league itself is just very impatient and like puts a lot of pressure on their stars because there's only so many of them.
Yeah, but that's why I'm so I'm so confused because it's like, okay, so like they trade him to the Lakers, but it's like the Lakers have so many stars or whatever, and like what the hell's that guy's name? AD, what's his name?
Anthony Davis.
Like and he's good, right?
He's a star, he's a superstar as well, but he's just a little older. He's like 30, 31.
So he gets traded, so now he has to go to Dallas.
Yes.
And how long is he going to play for?
I think he has 2 years left in his contract. He's at least going to play for another 4 or 5 years at least.
So like a lot of
and
people,
he's dominating this year. Anthony Davis is having the best year of his career.
I'm confused. Like, why would you trade one of your good players for him then? Like they're investing in him then. Like I'm just like I'm a little confused.
Well, I think part of like going back to like why I think they got rid of Luka. I think a big part of it is that they don't think he's committed to basketball. Like for example, there's a clip from when they won the Western Conference Finals, and like to get to the NBA Finals last year, and he was in the hallway drinking a beer outside the press conference after the game, and like the team president like walked past him and took the beer.
But I just feel like that's also like to be honest with you, like I don't know if this is just me being like playing a devil's advocate or whatever, but like it's just interesting to me that the two biggest Eastern European players both have the same mindset, and that's something that a lot of Europeans have is like that mindset where it's like they're so good at what they do. Like, why do you have to why can't he drink a beer in the hallway? You know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, why is he not allowed to be just like hanging, chilling? Like, if he's so good at what he's doing, like, why can't he just be living his life too? Like, why does he have to be like dedicated in the people's eyes? Like, he's obviously dedicated enough. Like, he's doing so well. He brought the team to the finals or whatever. Like, he's done all of the things, but it's like everyone's saying that he's not as dedicated but they see a beer in his hand because they feel like he's a little bit out of shape. Like, I'm like, it's just like a very confusing. It's very confusing to me.
Reports were coming out. Sources were saying from the team that he's ballooned up to like 270 pounds this year. Like,
okay, this man's not 270 pounds. I saw him on the screen.
I know, but that's what they're saying. But that it just is pushing their narrative of that.
But like, I don't understand. Like, and you're saying that, but yet this is the guy that brought you to the finals. It just like it doesn't make sense to me.
Right. I mean,
and like, why do they make it seem like it's like it's? I just feel like it's like this culture of like you have to show that you're like. It's like, you know when people say about Shark Tank and like to say the marketing or whatever. It's like you have to be like fucking starving and all these things. Being an entrepreneur, like you don't want it hard enough. You don't want it bad enough. Like whatever. It's like clearly he's just really just fucking good at what he does. Like I don't understand like why he has to seem dedicated in the people's eyes. Like because this is what it seems like to me.
No, I agree. But the other superstars around the league, like the Jason Tatums, Jaylen Browns, LeBron, like his new teammate LeBron James,
right?
Like all these guys are fucking shredded. Like they spend.
Right, but why does he need to be shredded if he's so good at what he does?
Because they spend. It's very taxing on your body. What like to dominate year after year. It's not just about making the finals one time. Like we're gonna pay you over 5 years, so we need you to play at that level for the extension, like for the longevity of your contract. So. With you not being in shape now, maybe it's not a problem. Maybe you can still compete. But, like, you're already dealing with injuries. If you're not going to take care of your body the way that these other superstars are, the way that your competition, we know that they are, then we are scared about the possibility of you falling behind your competition. Especially if we're going to pay you more money, you're only going to get...
Right, but they're like not even believing him in him. Like they're just like fed up with it. Like you think they've had conversations with him to get to this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, do I necessarily think it's the right move? No. And I think that the Dallas Mavericks have really blundered their entire franchise leading up to this point. Like when Luka was young, when Luka first came in the league, they had him. They had Jalen Brunson, who's now with the Knicks, superstar.
No, I love him.
And they had Kristaps Porzingis, another Eastern European. Like, they had those three guys. Porzingis has now won a championship with the Celtics. Brunson's over here crushing it. And I think that Luka, I think honestly, except for everything I just said, put that aside, I was just playing devil's advocate. I do think that he's going to dominate the NBA for a long time. I think so. I just think that they just don't know what they're doing down there in Dallas.
Yeah, I don't think that they know what they're doing down there either.
And there also is something to be said for them just being a smaller market team. So, like, all the NBA teams make plenty of money, but, like, the Lakers make more money than the Mavericks. You know, like, if they're a worldwide brand.
Right. But so LeBron is on the Lakers.
LeBron James is on the Lakers.
So is he going to get along with Luka, you think? Like, you think that they're going to try to show him the rope? Like,
well, that's part of, like, the reasoning behind the Lakers trading for him is that they think that him being mentored by LeBron will help with that, will help him with his work ethic and get him, like, to show, like, he'll learn by example of, like, what, like, a true all-time great GOAT does on a daily basis. But the trade deadline is Thursday, so by the time this podcast comes out tomorrow. And people are saying that LeBron doesn't expect to get traded, but there have been conversations of them trading him.
No way. Well, can't he just say, I'm going to retire too?
Yeah, but I think he'd be open to a trade to, like, the Golden State Warriors. You know what I mean? To play with Steph and Draymond Green and try to win a championship with them. Do I think it's gonna happen? No, but, like, that's another possibility where the Lakers are gonna completely start over.
But Luka Doncic isn't in that place. Also, like, to go back to him, like, where he could be like, I don't want to go there, like, to the Lakers.
No.
So he has to.
Yeah, NBA is different than NFL in that way.
Okay, so he has to go to the Lakers, and now I've seen, like, a lot of people say, like, can someone explain this to that? Like, Luka to the Lakers as Anthony Davis is to the Mavericks. So, like, what would you say in your terms? Like, who to who, what to what?
To, like, sports or, like...
Relate it to me in a way I can understand.
So, I can try with, like... Who's your biggest Bravo star? Give me a tier 1 Bravo star, like elite Bravo star. Dorit.
I was thinking Dorit too, because, like, I'm obsessed.
Okay. Let's say, like, Bravo's trying to put together, like, try to shake things up. Right?
Okay.
They want to switch Dorit with somebody in New York, because New York's the up-and-coming franchise. They had a very exciting season, from what I hear, because we didn't watch it, right?
I don't even think I could watch
Dorit in New York.
I'd be so upset. Yeah.
But, like, think about, like, wanting to see her fashion in New York and, like, what she's wearing, what, like, she has her kids wearing, like, what her lifestyle will be like. So,
like, her coming to, like, New York, and then who going to Beverly Hills?
Whoever the young star is in New York, pick one of them. Maybe
like Aaron or whatever.
Yeah, maybe Aaron, but like, I guess nobody really.
But, like, would it be like, or maybe Dorit to Miami and Nicole to Beverly Hills?
Yes. But maybe not even Nicole, because actually no, yeah, like a Nicole, but Nicole's out of it already.
No, I'm saying, like, I know Nicole's not in it anymore, but
yes, two superstars
Nicole from
like
Miami.
that. Yeah.
But then, like, I would just be like, that's great. Like, to me, like, in my mind, like, Dorit to Miami and Nicole to Beverly Hills, like, I would just be like, that's so crazy. Like, they don't belong there. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
like
the feeling of a lot of basketball players. I'm basketball fans right now.
And like, I'm just having a hard time with that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they don't belong there though.
Yeah, it's weird to see. It's weird to see. Uncomfortable to see.
Yeah. So like, to all the basketball fans, like, I feel for you. I don't understand, like, if it's in that terms, like, if you're saying they're in those terms, like, I don't get it.
The other interesting part about it, and I agree with you. Excuse me.
I was about to say, what the fuck is going on with you? Like, are you okay over there?
Beer.
Yeah, it's definitely the beer. Is what? Holy shit, you're stocked up.
Yeah, I keep on grabbing an extra one. The other thing,
Like a whole fucking mini fridge down here.
is that
Yeah, just let it drip all over.
the Lakers are having a great season. Like Anthony Davis, like I said, is having his best season in the NBA.
You want more foam with your beer?
Well, ever since I heard David Pasternak say that like you're supposed to have foam in beer, I pour it so that there's foam because my man David Pasternak says it.
Why does he want foam?
It's what the Eastern Europeans say.
Okay. Yeah, so then follow what Lucas says too. Yes.
Anthony Davis and LeBron James are possibly having they won a championship together during COVID, but they're even having a better season together now than they did then.
Just like, how do they feel about it? Like, have they spoken out?
No, not really. Anthony Davis has been pretty quiet. It was a shock to everybody. It was a shock to
Like, you just wake up to a text like, pack your bags.
Middle of the night.
This shit's fucking brutal.
Last week, Luka bought a $15 million house in Dallas because he expected to be there for the long term. Imagine what $15 million can get you in Dallas. You scroll through TikTok, you see like 800,000.
I need to see this house. I need to see it.
Crazy.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh.
But I'm excited to.
I'm sure it's an estate. Like, I'm sure it's like a legitimate property.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't even imagine what $15 million gets you in fucking, what is Dallas in Texas. Like, right. I'm sure it gets you literally the whole kit and caboodle. No, like, he just bought Texas. He literally bought Texas and has to go to the fucking LA.
But yeah, so like a lot of people thought that the Lakers were going to compete for the championship this year, but what it shows is that their front office is valuing more the future rather than this year. Because Luka's going to come back from injury. He doesn't really replace Anthony Davis in the fact of like the position that Anthony Davis plays. Anthony Davis is like a bigger guy, more of like a Porzingis or a Robert Williams. You loved Robert Williams, like a big guy who gets rebounds.
I liked Robert Williams, not Robert Williams.
Not Grant Williams.
The third. Or, yeah, Robert Williams the third.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Not
Grant Williams, no thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even play for the Celtics anymore.
No, neither one of them do.
I know. Sad.
But yeah, so it was a shock to everybody. Everybody was shocked. It's really it's shaking up the NBA. But
what's gonna happen? It's like everyone's like literally grabbing their chairs, or like strapping their boots in on the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
They're planting. They're 10 toes down.
Right.
That's crazy. But
it's gonna the next thing to watch with this is does LeBron stay? If LeBron stays,
I feel like I don't know.
I think he will. I think he absolutely will. His son's there. They didn't draft his son for nothing.
Yeah, his son's there.
Yeah.
So what's family ties or what?
Right.
Or AD? Who knows? But other than that, I think that
it's time
to get into our sick puppy and interesting cat of the week. That was the best one that we've ever done, and thank you for doing that. We've literally did that on cue. We didn't even look at each other. We just knew it in our bones. We felt that sick puppy, interesting cat energy in our bones.
Our sick puppy is James Van Riemsdyk.
Oh, who is that?
Former
Reminds
Bruin.
me of Jan van Eyck.
He's a
artist.
He's an NHL player.
Okay.
Former Bruin last year. I thought a big mistake letting him walk. Older guy, but great older presence in the locker room. He's actually a New England guy. Went to the University of New Hampshire. The reason why he's the sick puppy of the week is that he got hit in the mouth with a hockey stick during a game this week, which resulted in him losing 4 teeth, needing 30 plus stitches, and needing a root canal immediately.
He had to exit the game?
Exit the game for all that to be done. 30 plus stitches and a root canal. Immediate. Emergency root canal.
Immediately.
He returned to the game.
How? How do you get a
Not
root
only
canal in the
returned,
middle of the game?
but he had the game-tying assist for the game to go into overtime.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that all that happened. Like, he was playing with stitches.
30 plus of them.
And he had to get a root canal in the game. There's a dentist just on fucking...
Yes, the teams have dentists, yes.
So they did an emergency root canal. How long does a root canal take?
I don't know. I've never had one, thank God. I never want one.
I just don't believe that that's possible.
Well,
he lost 4 teeth and had a root canal after being hit in the face by a stick and returned. I just don't believe it. I believe that he lost 4 teeth and had 30 stitches. I don't believe he had a root canal mid-game. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I just root canals, don't they take like a very long time?
Yeah, I think he missed a significant portion of the game. This happened earlier in the game. Root canal doesn't take more than an hour, I wouldn't think.
I don't know. It just seems like a little intense, and then they clear him to play.
Yeah.
I just feel like the hockey doctors don't care about the players. I'm like being so for real. Like, I just think that they're like, if you want to play and go fuck up, like whatever, like go for it. Like, they're like, yeah, these people are tough, like whatever. I'm like, no, they like literally don't care. Like, there is no way like that in the human mind that's okay.
It's a different mentality.
It is dumb. It is so stupid. I need to catch myself.
Careless.
It's careless.
But the thing is, it's a different mentality with hockey. I know it's not the mentality, but you said it's not the mentality, but it is a hockey mentality, where like I have to be out there with my team, I have to be out there with my teammates. Like every sport has that, but especially in hockey. But like when they sent him back out, he did have like the full cage rather than like having his face exposed.
What's a full cage?
Like he had like a mask on. Like,
yeah, no, this just seems very, 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 very stupid to me. Like, there's just no way. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, I understand doing this for like a playoff game or like a finals game, but like, dude, it's the middle of February.
No, like you don't have to be going that hard.
Why?
It's okay.
Why are we doing it?
It's okay. Sit out.
Right.
Like, just take. It's gonna be okay.
Take your time. What's
That's
the rush?
And the interesting cat actually goes to Kanye West's wife, Bianca. I think her last name is Sensory, which is like a little crazy considering there was nothing sensory or censored about her outfit that she wore to the Grammys. Which was, well, Kanye designed it. Well, actually, per speculation, they got kicked out of the Grammys because they were not invited. And they showed up to cause a scene, to cause a ruckus. Like, it's like, I literally, when you showed me the picture, because I was on Instagram, like, when the Grammys were going on or whatever, and you were like, oh my God, like, whatever. Like, look at this. And it was her mesh. I wouldn't even say it was an outfit. Like, it was literally just a mesh dress. Like, I zoomed in on her, like, her tits, like, just to, like, because I thought that it was, like, printed on. Like, I thought it was, like, a printed on thing. I'm like, this is so fucking weird. Like, why would they do this? And then, like, now it's like, no, like, it's not. And, like, her vagine was out. Like, so not only did they get kicked out because they weren't invited, like, obviously for, like, public indecency, like, listen, like, you just can't show up naked to the Grammys. And she showed up in a full fur coat. Like, she showed up.
She dropped it on, like, on the red carpet.
Like, it's so weird. Like, it's just, like, are you okay?
What are their conversations like? How did this come about?
What's going on?
Are they just like...
No, it's like you're just
they're at dinner?
batshit crazy.
Are they just there at dinner one night and he's like, baby, I designed you this dress.
No, it's like, you know what? It's sad. It's sad because he has 4 little kids at home or wherever they are with Kim or whoever. Like, you have 4 children at home, and this is the example that, like, you want to show, like, this is okay, this is acceptable. Like, could you fucking imagine? Like, absolutely not. Like, this is just so ridiculous to me. And yes, like, is Kanye, like, like whatever, like his music is like amazing, but like it's time for him to like go get help, and like it's done. Like it's done. Like people need to stop. Like this is out of control. Like he's not okay. She's very clearly not okay. Like it's just insane.
It's insane. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
It does not make sense to me either.
Like
it's like sad. Like dude, what is going on?
He's cooked. He's cooked.
He is. So is she. Clearly, it's like she's in like a cult.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is like she used to be his like one of his employees at like with Yeezy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So like, what kind of drugs are they doing? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Because like I like obviously for her to be making it as an executive for his company at one point in time.
Yeah, I mean, right.
Like she had to have like some brain cells up there.
Right.
But like now she's just like literally his mannequin.
Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad. It's very crazy to me. It's insane. Not for me. I'll tell you that.
And like you mentioned, his kids. Like, what's her relationship with his kids?
Yeah, I don't know. If there is one, I don't know. And I hope not. Like, I'm sorry, you're a very bad example for that. And like, I'm not saying like, of course you can show skin. Of course you can like be scandalous, like whatever. But like doing that is like actually like it's so disrespectful. I couldn't even imagine like in a way like I can't even imagine how Kim Kardashian feels. I can't even imagine how Kim Kardashian feels because like if you strip away all of their celebrity, like whatever, could you fucking imagine your ex-husband shows up with his new wife in quotes because no one knows if they're actually married or not. Your ex-husband shows up with his new wife at an event and she's fully naked and he's like egging it on. Like I would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like we have literal children at home. Like I need you to be some sort of like okay example for them, you know? And like Kim has said like in press and statements on like the show or whatever that like she never wants to say like a bad word about him because she doesn't want she doesn't want to have that relationship where she like taints their view of their father. So she like plays his music. She like does all that, which like I commend her for because it's like one of those things like, yes, like, is it Kim Kardashian? Of course it is. But at the same time, this is also like a woman who's like going through something with like her ex-husband who's actually like mentally unwell. And it's sad. Like it's literally sad.
It's very sad.
It's like literally, it's crazy. Like stop. Like what are you doing? Like it's like you're not making this like scene like, oh my God, like it's sad. Like people are like legit scared for her. You know, it's not anything but that. Like no one's like, oh my God, you're like you're a genius. Everyone's like, you are psychotic. Like, are you good? It's sad. It's crazy.
I agree.
So anyway, our interesting cat of the week is the wife. Interesting. So
yes.
Things you may have missed.
More trades, possible trades. This in the NFL. Myles Garrett, superstar defensive lineman for the Cleveland Browns.
He's very big. I remember him being a giant human.
Giant human. Has requested a trade out of Cleveland.
To go where?
Anywhere but Cleveland. He wants to play for a contender. He wants to compete.
What's a contender?
A team that can win the Super Bowl. A team that's going to make the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
He wants to be somewhere where he can play meaningful football games. He's sick of being in a losing franchise like the Cleveland Browns.
Wow, okay. Say it with your chest.
Big time. I mean, he can say it with...
Yeah. Trust me. He probably walks in there with like, whatever you want. Do you think he's going to get traded?
Yes.
Yikes.
Hopefully with the New England Patriots.
He wants to go to a winning team, he said.
Yeah, but he can be part of rebuilding the winning team.
He said winning.
Probably a more realistic possibility for the Patriots to get is Mr. Cooper Kupp. This is the opposite.
If the Patriots get Cooper Kupp, I'll be a Patriots fan.
Really?
Yes.
Put it there.
I love Cooper Kupp.
I'll buy you a Cooper Kupp jersey.
I love Cooper Kupp.
Me too.
For no reason other than like I just think that he's just cutie patootie. Like I've paid no attention to him, but whenever something's going on, like when his post was on the TV screen, I was like, what do you have to say? Like I think he's just like a cutie head. Like he's just like he's a running back.
He's a wide receiver.
Oh, just like you, see? That's why I love him.
Mm-hmm. Very crazy story. Like he wasn't recruited coming out of high school. He was a small white guy. Like he didn't really hit a growth spurt until college. So like he was super small. Played at I believe Eastern Washington. like wasn't supposed to make it, made it, and just like he's just a testament to like hard work.
Hard work and goodwill.
That's it. But yeah, so this is the opposite of the Myles Garrett situation where the team informed him that they will be shopping him and trying to get rid of him as soon as possible.
That's like so fucking rude. Like I'd just be like, fuck you. Like, okay. Like, do your business somewhere else. But like
Right.
At least I told him.
At least they told him. At least it's not going to be a surprise to him.
Right, like what would you rather? Like for it to be a surprise?
No,
or
this
to
is
be told?
to be told, but it just makes it
It's
awkward.
like a slap in the face. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to show up anymore.
Well, he doesn't have to. It's off season.
Oh, right, of course.
And then especially with them sharing this, like he won't.
No thanks.
Even if it like gets dragged out to where they have like team activities,
No,
he won't show up.
don't need to.
But he's more of a realistic option to come to the Patriots, and I would love that. One trade that did happen was JT Miller, hockey, traded from the Vancouver Canucks back to the New York Rangers. A lot of people, including yourself, probably don't even know who JT Miller is. That's fine. One interesting thing about that, besides him returning to the Rangers, because he already played for the Rangers, he was drafted by the Rangers earlier in his career, is that one of his best friend that he grew up with, like they grew up in the same neighborhood, they grew up playing hockey together. Vincent Trocheck is also on the Rangers now. So the moment that he got traded, he moved into Vincent's house.
Cute.
And like he's like, I didn't even ask. Like he just like I just moved into his fucking house.
I love this. This is good energy.
Yeah, so like they're literally like childhood. It's like Jackie getting traded to like New York, and like
I would be like, bitch, you're moving in.
Exactly.
Like there's no question.
You guys are just living
Here's
your
the
dream
key.
together.
That would be
like
fucking
there's
crazy.
I have to show you this picture. It's amazing. It's them like 6 years old, like walking out onto the ice, like one in front of the other, like their names on the back of their jersey, like Trocheck and Miller, and like then like
I'm literally gonna cry. Like that's
Saturday,
so cute.
Then they recreated like Saturday walking out at Madison Square Garden. Actually, it was at the TD.
I literally just got chills up and down.
Yeah.
Cute. I love this.
Yeah. So that's a cool part of that story.
I love this. Love.
An NBA trade. That,
Oh my god. Only more of a reason to be a New York Rangers fan.
Go Bruins.
I am a Bruins fan, but like I have to put respect on the Rangers. Like that's very fucking cute. I love that.
De'Aaron Fox was traded from the Sacramento Kings to the Spurs. That's basketball. That's big because our man Wemby, tall, lanky fellow from France.
Yeah, I remember him. Mm-hmm.
He finally gets another superstar to play with him. So like the Spurs are gonna be good in the future.
Poor Victor Wembanyama. Man needs like custom everything.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like sad. He can never shop at like any random website. I mean, sometimes I can't either because like I'm like not to be like annoying, but like my legs are like a little too long for some things. Like people be, oh my god, she has long legs. Like no, it's like actually fucking annoying.
You and Wemby are one of the same.
So like I understand his pain where it's like sometimes you just like cannot shop for like pants in places because it's like they look like floods on me sometimes. And it's like, okay, like so everything is either a capri or I'm not buying it. Or I can get long where it fits.
Right.
Anyhow.
Yeah, you know, you and Wemby are one of the same.
So I do feel his pain.
Mm-hmm.
I won't lie, I do feel the pain. I do feel it. Like the pant situation, trust me. It's hard.
I believe it.
Yeah, you don't get it, but you believe it.
This past weekend was also the Senior Bowl. It's a college football all-star game. It's their biggest all-star game.
Okay.
And it's mostly for like players that are going to enter the NFL draft.
Cute.
It's like it's ran by NFL, like the coaching staffs are NFL coaches. It's the biggest piece of the scouting process.
I'm sure it is.
For like college
so
players.
you like really play in that.
Yeah, it's probably,
As opposed to the NFL Pro Bowl or whatever.
complete opposites. Like these dudes are playing in the Senior Bowl.
Right, because all the recruiters are probably there, like seeing, right? Oh
Exactly.
God,
They're there all
scary.
week. They're like it's like Senior Bowl practice. Every practice.
How do they decide who's gonna be quarterback?
Just like who had the best week of practice and everything.
Got it.
Like the top quarterbacks oftentimes don't play in it. Like Shedeur Sanders, he practiced but didn't play.
Okay.
Cam Ward didn't play. But like everybody below them did, and like they play their balls off, because the better you perform, the higher you get drafted. The higher you get drafted, the more money you make and the more job security you have in your career. It's a big job interview, basically. But
like a big panel.
Yes, big time. But the winning touchdown was scored by TCU's wide receiver, Jack Beck. So he's going to be a top 10 receiver in the draft. Probably going to be picked between like the second and the fourth round, somewhere in there. But the reason why that's a cool story is that his brother passed away in the New Orleans terrorist attack. He was ran over by the guy.
Shut up.
Yeah, his brother.
Shut up.
So like it was a very, very emotional, and it was like a real game, real touchdown, and like it was an amazing scene. Like he scored a touchdown, got down on one knee, and like was
God, stop.
Visibly emotional. Like all his teammates like just rushed to him, and like everybody ran off the bench and just like gave him like a big giant hug.
That's crazy. I'm gonna start crying. Yeah, that is really insane.
Amazing. It was amazing. I'll show you the video after this. It was you can't make it up.
That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I'm glad that he was able to have that moment in the end zone and feel connected to his brother in some sort of way. That's fucking crazy. It's
amazing to me that he was even competing in the game, considering this was only a month ago.
Seriously, that's insane. And I have no words. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Sincerely.
Mm-hmm. Hard to move on from that, but just a couple more. Bill Belichick came out with a book, The Art of Winning.
Like, what's he gonna write in this?
The Art of Winning. I'm gonna read it at some point. Not enough rush to buy it, but
oh my God.
I have enough Patriots books here that I have not read yet, so I'll get to those first. Cristiano Ronaldo signed a contract extension with Al Nassr, the team in Saudi Arabia, which pays him $4 million a week.
For how long is he signing this contract?
Another 3 years.
3 years, 52 weeks. Can you please do the math? 52 times... Wait, let's do 52 times 4 is 8. And 208 times how many years?
3.
3 years is... Wait. Right? Is... 624 million.
And he gets a piece of the team.
He gets another $624 million for 3 years. Okay, Ronaldo. How much more money does Ronaldo need? I don't understand.
They can't pay him enough.
No, like, I just don't understand. Like, where is he trying to go with this money? To the moon? Where is he trying to go? How much more money does he need? What is he trying to do with it? I don't get it. Like, I love Ronaldo. He deserves it all. He genuinely deserves all. He is literally the greatest player of all time. Player, period. Like, NFL, NHL, blah, blah, blah. He is the best soccer player on the planet, 100%. I have there's no fucking Messi. There's no conversation, 100%. I'm Cristiano Ronaldo.
This podcast is a success. We don't have to record another episode ever again.
100%. I'm Cristiano Ronaldo to the day I die for you, 100%. But, like, where is he trying to go with this money? I do not understand. Like, the generational wealth it's succeeded. Like, your great grandchild would be okay. You know what I mean? What is going on? Where is he going with this money? Where is he going? Is he buying Earth? Where is he going?
I don't know. But pay the man.
Yeah.
Pay him more.
No, pay him what he's worth, which is definitely that. But, like, that is fucking crazy. Good for him, though. Good for him. I mean, maybe he could literally buy America with that.
Oh, easily.
He could literally buy a fucking country.
Right.
He probably will. I don't get it. But I love you. But I don't get it.
He did one time for his agent's like 50th birthday, he bought him an island off of Greece.
Like, what? Can you imagine? Your buddy is an island. Don't say I never did anything for you. Like, what?
Crazy.
You could buy a planet.
Yeah.
And then fucking take a rocket that he bought with this fucking thing and go to the planet. He's going to own fucking the moon. The moon is Cristiano Ronaldo. We're just going to call it...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo's world. We're just living in it.
No, literally. Moonaldo.
Ronaldo
Moon.
Yeah.
Christian Moon Ronaldo.
Christiamundo.
Christiamundo. Exactly.
Topics that would typically be main topics that we might have to talk about next week because they're super interesting and like shaking up the world of sports. Especially the first two is number one, NBA player Terry Rozier is being investigated for manipulating his performance for gambling reasons. So basically, like, they're saying that he's connected to gamblers and, like,
I mean, that makes sense.
acting playing poorly automatically so that his unders hit.
I don't know who this is, but, like, I could only imagine that some of the players are doing this.
Yes.
Like, that people are not catching.
Yep, exactly. So he's being investigated from his performance from, like, 2023. So that'll be something to talk about. Justin Tucker is the new Deshaun Watson kicker for the Baltimore Ravens. Is accused by the original report was 6, but another 3 have come out since this original report have come out.
Fully believe it.
6 to 9 masseuses have accused him of, like, poor, like, I don't even know how to explain it, like, disgusting behavior, like ejaculating on, like, the bed and, like,
ew, like,
leaving it for them.
I just cannot.
Yeah.
Freak.
Stories are crazy, so gotta do some investigative research on that. And then lastly, the Utah Hockey Club has narrowed their name down to 3 options for their fans to vote on.
And what are they?
The Mammoth, the Yeti.
I still say the Yeti.
And there's something else.
I still said the Yeti. I said the Yeti from, like, way back when. Like, the Yetis.
It's still around.
Like, I don't get it. But
no, but they still get it. Now they want to narrow it down to 3 to have their fans pick.
Things to watch this weekend. Waste Management this weekend?
Always the weekend of the Super Bowl. Always.
I don't think that's good. I think it needs to be another weekend.
I agree.
Like,
with you.
no one's fucking...
It should be.
They're playing on Sunday.
It should be the weekend before.
They're playing on Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah, this is stupid.
It needs to be the weekend before the Super Bowl.
Yes, this is very, very dumb. And
Pro Bowl weekend.
Yeah, Waste Management needs to figure this out because absolutely not. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, Waste Management seems like so much fun, but, like, if I'm offered a ticket to the Super Bowl or Waste Management, I'm going to the Super Bowl. Like, don't be ridiculous.
When I went to the Super Bowl, it was in Arizona, where the Waste Management is.
No, but, like, it's dumb. Like, no one, like, no
You can't
one's,
afford to go to both.
no, this is stupid. It's just dumb. So, change it. Change it. Change it.
That's an easy fix, too.
And then, of course, you put the UFC. No one's watching that because they're getting ready for the Super Bowl, and they're going to be buying all the things to spend billions and billions of dollars on Super Bowl merch. So, good luck to both teams. I hope that everybody has a good time. You know, I hope that the Eagles win. And I can't wait to talk to you more about it next week when we see what the final answer is.
I love it. Who's going to be at the top of the NFL crown?
Exactly. Is there going to be a dynasty, or will the Eagles fly? Who knows? Will there be an Eagle at the Super Bowl? Who knows?
Who knows? But one thing I'm now more excited for is for Cooper Kupp to be New England Patriots so you can hop on the bandwagon.
Well, thank you, Nathan, for explaining everything to me, for being a best co-host a girl like me could ask for. And thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of your favorite sports round podcast, The Double Dose. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this podcast with everybody that you know and love.
Please.
We love you. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, good luck to the Super Bowl, and cheers!
Cheers!
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of your favorite sports drama podcast, The Double Dose, the drama of sports. Don't forget to rate and subscribe to our podcast wherever you watch and listen, and give us a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Double Dose Pod. Thank you.